Mr. Francis, as far as Michael Jordan's too. So anyway, let's get to it. So like I said too in my previous two videos, I made talking about sport wars pretty much. The third video of the sport wars, obviously, but learning who the Michael Jordans was in all sports, Mr. Francis, especially when they were chasing the rings in the East and the West too. And like I said, Michael Jordan did create a dynasty. He influenced a lot of other sports, including golf, because he plays golf on his free time. And now the TGL is here, and now we'll see if Shannon Sharp steps up to the plate in the TGL that I started with me and Roy, obviously, soon enough. Because soon Tiger Woods with me is back to full health now. Definitely back fully healthy now and woke now as far as health is concerned. Still hitting the ball 400 yards of ease, you know. But you already knew what the Michael Jordan in all sports was, and the Bill Russell in all sports was. Even the previous eras that defied 1920s, 30s, 1920s, 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s and beyond, and now. But Michael Jordan holds a lot of records, Mr. Freddie. LeBron only has 10 of those records. Michael Jordan has 42 of those records. And 21 of those 42 records he's tied with. I said that in my first video a few minutes ago, but anyways. So like I said, we don't know Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time. Yeah, he went to the Wizards, but he was on the wrong side of age. And he didn't think he would surpass 6 titles, so maybe he was trying to do it with another team, obviously. Yeah, he was playing through a bad knee. It was because of that injury I told you about in the first video. Obviously, it was caused by him dunking over the worst of worst matchups. He almost broke his clavicle. He almost did break his spine, but like I said, obviously. Michael Jordan was Black Jesus. And I told Mr. Francis that you don't overlook Michael Jordan. You only overlook him and you hate on him because, one, he defies air in the horoscope that represents Aquarius. And two, he has all those sponsors. You hate him because he has all those sponsors. He has all those shoes. He has all those sponsors as far as the certain restaurants and everything. And Hanes and Fruit of the Loom, that's underwear and shirt brands. But anyways, he has all them shoes. He has all them Jordan jerseys on Temu, Dick's Sporting Goods, Sports Authority, Walmart, Target, Big Lots, Five Below. He has all his jerseys in all stores worldwide, in all cities worldwide, including Europe, pun intended. And his basketball jerseys, Mr. Francis, make billions and millions and billions of dollars, easy. Especially when people buy, and now including off of Tim too, you taking a chance to get the Michael Jordan jersey over Tim anyways. But Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time. He has every record, all but the overall PPG record. Yes, he has that record, but he did it as a guard. Well, the GOAT he did it as a forward and a center. That was the only difference. The reason why he's not the current all-time leader in points per game. Yes, he leads among guards because he was a shooting guard and a combo guard. But he did the 33.4, the 33.4 PPG. He did it as a forward and a center. If you know, playing two positions. That's the only reason why he's not ahead of Will the Goat in that category, but he did it as a guard. That's what he still stands the NBA record for the highest PPG. 10 scoring titles, six MVP, but 3 of those were unanimous. And then his finals MVP, 3 of those were unanimous too. I know a lot of people say Kobe Bryant had the best player, which was Shaq. I said no, Shaq was not the best player on the team, as far as position-wise. There are other players that step up to help out Kobe Bryant. And not only that, it's not even a fair fight because if Shaq didn't leave Orlando, no, he was right by Orlando, obviously. And the only issue why he left Orlando, it wasn't because of the money. It was because of the coach. Like you said, the coach now surrounding him, even after Tim Hardaway Sr.'s injury, severe injury that caused him to lead the league pretty much. Due to that injury, unfortunately, the reason why he left the Magic, it wasn't because of the money, Mr. Fred. Shaquille O'Neal come to the Lakers. The reason why Shaquille O'Neal came to the Lakers, it was because of the money from the Magic, obviously. It was because of his coach. And then him not replacing Tim Hardaway Sr. after the fact. So he chose to leave even after his first rookie season match with the Magic was up. And Like I said, the reason why Jordan was successful, think about the coach that he had too, Phil Jackson, Mr. Francis. Let's not forget you had that coach long before you got Frank Vogel in 2019 and 2020. Matt, Phil Jackson was the greatest coach of all time. You know about chasing 11. He was better than Bill Russell and Dale because he did it in the same time frame that Bill Russell had 11 titles in 13 seasons. He just stopped early. He retired early because of age. He already set a record that nobody's going to catch anytime soon. Him and Phil Jackson are tied. Is that Phil Jackson won as a player, but he was a six man. But anyways, so that's 12 titles. 11 as a coach, one as a player. Better than Bill Russell and Dale me. And also, if it wasn't for Jordan did with that injury that I told you about in my first video, he'd have been an 11-time scorer, almost 12-time scoring champion. And 6 of those would have been unanimous because he led the league in PBG 6 of those 11 times, 10 times. And 4 of those, he did that when he got to the other 4 scoring titles, he did that down the stretch, because PBG was down slightly. Mr. Francis indeed. But Mr. Francis is on some crack right now. I'm sorry to say he is on some crack. You laugh at injury, you laugh at death. I'm sorry, you don't laugh at death. That's going to be your demise too. You have somebody that defies that. Somebody's going to smack the shit out of you one day for laughing at death and laughing at injuries too, especially if this severe. I'm sorry, Mr. Friend. You are on crack right now, indeed, man. Especially when it comes to the Michael Jordans too, pun intended. We don't know who the real Michael Jordans was. You can't say Kobe Bryant was a copy of him. They were only a copy because of the same height. Because Kobe Bryant was small. He was 196. Jordan was 240, 250? Even when he came out of college, he was over 200 pounds. Just that he said he was that frame, he had to bulk up, which he did. Kobe Bryant was 196. He had to bulk 250. And he was invincible for that weight because he put on 60 pounds of extra muscle. They only copied because of the height. And the height because both of them were 18 years old. The only reason Jordan missed 2 of his years of his athletic prime, it was because of that injury that I told you about in the first one. Otherwise, he was at one and done, which he was a one that those 2 years were missed, but he was unanimous comeback player of the year in the league. And he rookie of the year in the same year as well because he put up 61 points against the Celtics. You know, they lost in 6, but anyways, they got swept. But anyways, just that with Michael Jordan, like I said, he's been one of the most influential athletes as far as his height that we have ever seen, Mr. Francis. You on some crack right now. You know that? I know you're laughing at me right now, but I ain't laughing of Aaron Earth right now, my back girl either. I ain't laughing right now. Joke's off right now. Joke's off right now. You on some crack right now, Mr. Francis. You are. This is not even fair when it comes to Michael Jordan's hitter. We already knew who the greatest coaches were. It was Phil Jackson, like I said. That's why Kobe had all that success even in his athletic prime when he was 18 and now. It's too bad he's been tragically gone for almost, 5 years now? Would have been 46 years old. He's been the same age as my Uncle John. But anyways. But, like I said, Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest, the second greatest Jason and Jenny I've ever seen since Jordan himself, Black Jesus himself. Like I said, Jordan set a precedent for us 6 and 11. Or double digit, if you know about double digit. In anything, counting scoring times or anything. He revolutionized what the height was all about, even in NHL. Now, Wayne Gretzky was that dude. Let's not forget about the great one, okay? Wayne Gretzky was that dude that was chasing 11 titles. He didn't get there, but he won one with 5 different franchises. He was the only player in NHL history to do that. Whereas Gretzky was that dude in NHL. You understand me, Mr. Friend? You understand me? Wayne Gretzky was that dude. Because the whole point of that sport, it involves hit sticks, football acumen in NHL, hit sticks. It all depends how you do that hit stick. You have to be careful with that hit stick. If you hit them hard enough to the point that they actually fall and don't get back up, then it's a possible penalty or you probably get ejected. But anyway, you can still do hit sticks as long as the hit stick is not dirty or the hit stick, as far as the hit is not dirty. A dirty hit is a clean hit. But it better be a clean hit because if it's dirty, then the possible fine or suspension or an ejection, or all 3 or possible suspension, depending on how you did it, obviously. But hit sticks are allowed in the NHL. Unlike football, you can't do those hit sticks no more. If you do, you have to use your body weight to do them hit sticks. Because you can't use your helmet no more because that causes concussions and CTE now. That's when that era of the hit sticks were phased, not completely phased out, the hit sticks It's still there. You just can't use helmet to helmet no more. You got to use your body weight or tackle. You can tackle a player low. It all had depends how you do it in football. As far as the NFL, as far as hitting them low, you just can't use your helmet to do it because you do that's going to be a 15-yard penalty for a personal foul. Unnecessary runs. You hit them low on the thing they need to walk on, which is their knees or legs. You can hit them low. It's just how you hit them low. You can't be dirty with it. But like I said, we all knew what the Michael Jordans, even in NHL, was. And Wayne Gretzky was that dude. But Michael Jordan is one of the most influential athletes of all time. How is he one of the most influential athletes of all time? So think about it. Mr. Ronald had the sponsors that Michael Jordan had. Yes, LeBron was in Space Jam 2, yes. But that Space Jam 2 sequel didn't do well because Kobe Bryant was not in it. Think about the reason why that Space Jam 2 got a bad rating. Because Zach Levine, and also either him or Kobe Bryant was hoping in that movie. They was already begging for them to be in that movie. The next dude to replace Michael Jordan in Space Jam 1. LeBron wanted to take accountability and credit for that because he knew Kobe Bryant was supposed to be in that movie instead. Mr. Francis is on some crack. Mr. Francis is on some crack right now, Mr. Francis. You are. Because let's not forget who was supposed to be in Space Jam 2 if it wasn't for LeBron taking that spot and saying, get on my level when it got doing the movie. I said, well, that movie did not do it. The Michael Jordan one, part one, Space Jam was much better. If Kobe Bryant was, I bet my life Kobe Bryant was in the second one right now. If he was alive to see it, obviously, God bless his soul, obviously. Or Zach Levine, who's still in the NBA currently, those players would have been in Space Jam 2. Hell, I can even give it to you better. They would probably be in Space Jam 3. And I think Zach Levine probably would be in Space Jam. He damn better be in Space. Braun will not be in Part 3. I'll tell you that right now. Braun should not be in Space Jam Part 3. No, Mr. Friend said, why? Mr. Friend said, why? Because he already did the sequel. It's time for somebody else to do Space Jam Part 3. Because Ron's not going to take credit for that. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn if he is a movie actor and everything else in the athlete or not. He will not do that trilogy as long as I have to say about it. Because if they had a vote who would be in space, it would either be Zach Levine or Kobe Bryant. Or they would do a tribute for him, like the way they did Paul Walker and Fast and Furious. They would keep bringing him back, obviously, from the undead. Kobe Bryant was God bless his soul. But anyways, they would put Kobe Bryant in the third one as a tribute. His death was most recent, 5 years ago. But anyways, Zach Levine will probably be in Space Jam Part 3. And he better be, because LeBron will not be in Space Jam Part 3. I'll tell you that, Mr. Friends. He better not be in that one, because nobody will watch it. John will not even watch Space Jam 3. He saw the first one. I saw this word Space Jam 2, so first Space Jam Part 1. I saw that one. I don't know what happened, because the Looney Tunes were in that movie. And they had to save Witchcom from doing what they're doing. Otherwise, the world was in peril, pretty much. And they had to play the monster, if I know what the Monsters jersey I got, to save the world, pretty much. If it wasn't for that, in that movie, that world was in peril, and then Witchcom in Space Jam Part, he'd have been doomed. But anyways, Zach Levine better be in Space Jam Part 3, Mr. Friends, because LeBron will not take credit for that one. I'm sorry. Because that Space Jam 2 should not have got a bad rating. And I bet if MJ was in that Space Jam sequel, he probably would have did well in that one too. That'd be nearly 2 decades later. But anyways, we already knew what the Michael Jordans was. Mr. Francis, you're always on some crack right now. You know that? You laugh at death, you laugh at everything. Couldn't death and injury. I said, man, you need to stop doing that. You are a sad shell of a dream cancer that's about to be the age I am currently, which is 30 years old next year. I'll be 31 next May. But anyways, sad shell of yourself, Mr. Ryan. You on some crack right now. Not saying you smoke honestly, but you definitely define this right now because every Michael Jordan business owner say how they get all the glory because obviously they went to the right team. Michael Jordan is the undisputed goal all time, but you can't tell me otherwise. The stats don't lie, and I showed you in my hour and 20-minute stream back several months ago why Michael Jordan was the most influential athlete and one of the most influential multi-billionaires of all time. The stats don't lie. Me and Tiger Woods right behind him at $2.5 billion. So the stats don't lie, and stats are facts too. Didn't ask for that opinion, Mr. Frank. You should opinion that of water right now. But anyways, Michael Jordan was the undisputed GOAT of all time. He inspired a lot of sports, even the kind that playing to severe injury or injury that were always bad just didn't heal properly. Mr. Francis is on some crack right now. I'm sorry, because somebody need to call him out too. And I'm so glad some of those fans that do watch football on Facebook called him out too. Because you probably not even a true hardcore. When you probably casually a LeBron fanboy. I saw one of Mr. Friend's homeboys comments. I said, "You're a LeBron fanboy that's chasing a ghost in Jordan right now." LeBron's always stat padding. But anyways, because he's not gonna catch any of the 42 records that Michael Jordan knows. He's going. It would take him into his age 70 if LeBron did play that long, but that obviously won't happen. LeBron already knows it's his last year, Mr. Frank. LeBron already knows he's about to retire soon. He already knows it. But you want to keep you in denial of it. Yeah, his birthday's today. What did he do? Yeah, you're 40 years old. Congratulations. What did he do? The Tiger Woo me just turned 49 years old. So he has more longevity when it comes to injuries, too. It was odds and me of Tiger Woods. That was the most electrifying you have ever seen. No, that's a Chinese horoscope, too, at that. But anyways. Mr. Brown said, trademark said, who's chasing six, who's not. Who's chasing the title, who's definitely not. LeBron's not the face of the league. He has ruined the league, Mr. Francis. Ruined the league. Told Mr. Francis this, too, and he's on some crack right now. LeBron's ruined the league when it comes to cheating with super teams, cheating with, not say cheating like PED cheating, but he probably did that, too. Who knows? He probably did use PEDs. Who knows? Because it was one of the games I saw when the Lakers won that game. He took a PED. LeBron took a PED, and Mr. Francis probably didn't notice that. I noticed it on the video when I saw the video a couple weeks ago before I went on vacation. LeBron took a PED, and then on sports debates caught him in the scene taking a PED. I said, Mr. James, you in trouble now. You better expose that PED scandal. You damn right. Because all the records you got could be gone, Mr. Frank. All the records you got, like I said, you're a LeBron fanboy. Because he took a PED in the middle of a game. Why would he do that? And knowing certain PEDs are banned, not all of them. Some of them are. That's the reason why I said, too, LeBron's only stat pattern because he's about to get in trouble for PEDs. And probably stat pattern because, honestly, he can't catch Jordan. And Michael Jordan's daughter is also an athlete too, also a basketball player, following in our father's footsteps, or what they call Godfather's footsteps. Anyway, the legend of Korra. But anyways, the fine air horoscope as a both Avatar and Korra. But anyway, if I don't have a K in my name. But anyways, LeBron might be in trouble for PEDs now. When I saw that game when he took that instant method, I was like, why would he take a PED in the middle of a game? That didn't make sense. And I said in my head, okay, what's LeBron doing behind the scenes? So, now that I found out he's taking PEDs, and I told you that in one of my videos, I showed him he's taking PED, and I saw him take one against, you in trouble, LeBron, you in trouble. You know your end of chasing Jordan is over, and chasing the ghost is over, Mr. Francis. You're on some crack right now, you know that? Because I'm so glad one of the people I saw on Facebook called him out. Two people called out Mr. Francis, counting me too. One of the people that's been calling out Mr. Francis, but one was a Eagles fan, the other one was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and said, bro, I might be on PEDs, bro. And he told you might not be a hardcore sporter, you might be a casual hardcore sporter, which I can respect that. You've been casual, but you're not hardcore like me as well. Yes. Oh. Oh, my bad. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just had to get my aunt stuff from outside. But anyways, I was distracted. Get back to what I was saying. This friend is on some crack right now, and he already knows it. And I'm so glad too. Those fans were football fans. They were hardcore. They called them as friends on Facebook too. So you might be a casual sports fan, and also you might be a LeBron fanboy for life. He said what I said in one of my videos a while. He said that fan that called him out, two of those fans that called him out. He said what I said in all my videos this year. They made from last year and this year. Even my shorts on Braves Power 8 and Raw Hut 6 as well. His friend's a LeBron fanboy for life. You're a casual, hardcore, casual hardcore sport. You're not true hardcore. You're true hardcore would know about all the stats. In the data analytics, and certain data doesn't lie, stats doesn't lie. Bronze is stat padding. Bronze using PED. I think Bronze used PEDs too. Including that game against, I think it was against the Spurs when they called him taking a acetaminophen. So how, Mr. Francis, like I said, obviously, but our guys are in the video right there. But I know LeBron used PEDs as well, and he just stat. Brady, am I want you? Am I want you? LeBron's just stat padding, guys. Seriously. LeBron's just stat padding, and we're on LeBron using PEDs as well. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. But the next video, I'll probably make one more video talking about the sport wars, and then the other one I can focus on the console wars after in the next remaining videos. But this will be the fourth. This is the third video talking about the sport wars. The next one after this one will be talking about the sport wars as well. Make sure you add me everywhere. I'm live everywhere on PSN. Add me on PSN. Add me on Microsoft. Follow me everywhere on Facebook. Add me on Facebook. Add me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Add me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok as well. And add me on TikTok as well. Follow me on TikTok as well. Yeah. This is 26 minutes.